Hi everyone, this is Lena. Welcome to my YouTube tutorial channel. We're going to give this planter box a quick makeover. It's been like this for about two or 3 years now, so I'm just getting bored with it, so I'm just going to change it up a bit. This was actually used in the kitchen for fish, and it has like a little top grill on top, so it comes in handy so you can poke all your little flowers through. So I'm just going to remove anything that's on there, like the twine rope and the wording, just by removing all the glue that I used to glue down the rope, and any bumps from the paint, from the previous paint, and just give it a little clean up before I go ahead and repaint this. So if you're liking this tutorial so far, welcome to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you're liking this video. Leave your comments below. So let's crack on with this video. So I'm just sanding everything down for any uneven paint that I did previous. And this was one of my early crafts that I did. So now everything's been wiped down and all the glue removed, I'm ready to paint. So I'm just going to give it another coat of white paint, and this will act as my base coat because I can still see some of the silver coming through from the actual tin. So now that it's all been covered with a coat of white chalk paint, I'm going in with my hairdryer to just speed things up and give it a quick dry. So next I'm using the black chalk paint, and it will dry up a little bit lighter. So yeah, I'm just going to cover the whole planter with this chalk paint. So once everything's covered, it should look like this. I've not bothered with the inside, as you won't really see it once I've put all the flowers in. So just make sure it's got an even coverage. So next I went online and searched for something that I wanted and printed it off on my computer. And I'm using some carbon paper, and I'm placing the paper down like that, and then I will place my print on top. Now the thing with doing this on a black surface, you've got to press really hard and you're going to struggle to see the outline. So make sure before you lift it up that you are able to see a fine detail of the etching that you're doing. So it's going to be hard, but make sure you've got good lighting, and you'll be able to see the pen marks that you've left embossed on the black paint. So I'm finally coming to the end of tracing everything out by hand, and I can tell you this was a little bit of a struggle because of the angle, and I kept lifting up the paper to make sure that everything was being pointed out. You can just barely see it on camera, but obviously under good lighting you will be able to see it, but with a little bit of difficulty when it's on a black surface. It works better on wood, anything white, other colours except black. So you're going to struggle a little bit here. So just make sure you've got very good lighting. And then I'm going in with a white chalky pen. Mine's actually running out, so I'm struggling a bit with this as well. But you can always use a brush and white paint to do this if you haven't got a chalk pen. And I'm just tracing out the details that I went over with the carbon paper. Again, I'm going a little bit slowly because I am struggling to see where the letters are that I sketched out, but I get there eventually. So nearing the end, I've finally completed writing everything out in white chalk pen. And next I'm going to insert the metal piece back in, and I'm going to put the flowers back in. I'm just removing the lilac ones, and I'm just going for the green and the flower buds heads, and I'm just rearranging them and making sure everything is uniformed in there, making sure that you don't see any of the base. I didn't really show it on the video, but I added a little bit of white on the black on the edges on the bottom of the planter box, just to make it look a little bit rustic and old and weathered. So just dabbing a little bit of chalk paint around the handles and a little bit on the top. I didn't show you this on video, but you can see it here as I'm filming. And it's just some beautiful way of recycling, upcycling items that you don't use anymore. It's rather nice to use this than going in the landmine fields. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope to see you again here soon on my channel for some more of my Lena's home creations. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.
So I'm gonna stop looking at you. Oh, I'm gonna stop looking at you. Oh, why am I looking at you? You're a picture in a frame.